Have you ever found yourself second-guessing someone's intentions, wondering if they're sending you signals, but just not sure? Here's the hard truth: most people completely miss the subtle, yet unmistakable signs someone is into them. Worse yet, some people destroy their chances before they even know what's happening. The result? Missed opportunities, regret, and that sinking feeling of what if. But it doesn't have to be that way for you. Tonight, we're pulling back the curtain on 6 powerful, undeniable signs that she's interested, signs that often go unnoticed because they're hidden in plain sight. You'll learn to recognize these moments of connection and avoid the common mistakes that can send everything crashing down. Trust me, these are the cues that can transform the way you read attraction forever. Before we jump into these game-changing insights, do me a quick favor: hit that subscribe button. You're here for a reason to learn, grow, and connect. Join thousands of others doing the same and make sure you never miss a single life-changing tip. Let's be real for a moment. Have you ever found yourself stuck in that awkward gray area? You're not sure if she's just being polite, if she's genuinely interested, or if it's all in your head. It's like walking a tightrope. You're afraid of making a move and being wrong, but you also don't want to miss your chance. It's confusing, right? But let me tell you, it doesn't have to be that way. With the right knowledge, you can turn that uncertainty into clarity and confidence. I'll never forget a night a few years ago. I was at this party, and there was this woman who seemed different. She laughed at all my jokes, leaned in when we talked, and even touched my arm a couple of times. I thought to myself, could this mean something? But I didn't act. I brushed it off, convincing myself she was just being friendly. Turns out she was waiting for me to make a move, and when I didn't, the moment passed. I was kicking myself for days afterward. That experience taught me something important. Reading and responding to signs can change everything. That's why I'm here today, not to just tell you some generic tips, but to help you truly understand the 6 signs that indicate she wants to take things further. These aren't just random guesses or assumptions. They're rooted in psychology and human connection. When you know what to look for, you won't just feel more confident, you'll also know how to approach these moments with respect and authenticity. Let's dive into the first sign. Sign 1, she creates physical closeness. Physical proximity is one of the most instinctual ways to signal interest. If she's making an effort to be close to you, whether she's leaning in during a conversation, sitting beside you when other seats are available, or finding subtle ways to touch you, it's not by chance. This is her way of signaling that she's comfortable with you and wants to bridge that physical gap. Picture this: you're at a casual dinner with friends, and she chooses to sit right next to you, even though there are plenty of open seats. As the night goes on, her leg lightly brushes against yours, or she rests her arm near yours on the table. These aren't accidents, they're cues inviting you to acknowledge the connection. Don't immediately jump to conclusions or escalate. Instead, mirror her behavior in a subtle, respectful way. If she leans in while talking, lean in slightly to match her energy. It's about creating a comfortable rhythm rather than rushing into something too fast. Sign 2, prolonged eye contact. They say the eyes are the windows to the soul. But when it comes to attraction, they're also a gateway to understanding her feelings. Prolonged eye contact is more than a glance. It's intentional, meaningful, and often paired with a slight smile or relaxed expression. This is her way of holding your attention and creating a moment just for the two of you. Imagine you're having a conversation and you notice she holds your gaze just a beat longer than necessary. Instead of looking away when you catch her, she smiles or even blushes. That's her letting you know she's comfortable and focused on you. Maintain eye contact, but keep it natural. A good rule of thumb is to hold her gaze for about 3 to 5 seconds, then break it momentarily before returning. This creates a balance of confidence without seeming overbearing. Sign 3, playful teasing or flirting. Teasing and flirting are classic, low-risk ways to test the waters of attraction. It's her way of saying, "I'm interested," while also gauging your reaction. Playful remarks, exaggerated compliments, or even joking challenges can be her way of creating a spark. Let's say you're chatting at a coffee shop, and she says something like, "I bet you're one of those people who always orders the same thing predictable, aren't you?" She's not just teasing you, she's inviting you to play along and build rapport. Respond with lighthearted humor to keep the energy fun and engaging. For example, if she teases you, playfully exaggerate in return, but don't cross any boundaries. Keep it fun and respectful. Sign 4, she talks about being alone or available. When someone subtly mentions their availability, it's often a calculated move to let you know the door is open for something more. She might casually mention that she doesn't have plans tonight, that she's single, or that she's been looking to spend time with the right person. This is a soft invitation for you to take the next step. Imagine you're chatting, and she says something like, "I don't really have much going on tonight," or "I've been meaning to go to that new restaurant, but I haven't found the right person to go with." She's hinting that she's open to plans and hoping you'll pick up on it. When she brings up her availability, respond with confidence. For example, if she mentions wanting to go to a restaurant, you could say, "I've been wanting to check that place out too. How about we go together?" Keep it casual and let her respond naturally. Sign 5, she compliments you. Compliments, especially ones that go beyond surface level, are a clear sign of interest. When she notices specific things about you, like your sense of humor, your style, or even the way you think, it's her way of saying, "I'm paying attention, and I like what I see." You're having a conversation, and she says, "You have such an interesting perspective, I've never thought about it that way before." Or, "That shirt looks really good on you. Blue is definitely your color." These aren't just random observations, they're meaningful cues that she's attracted to you. Acknowledge the compliment with gratitude and humility, and if it feels natural, return the gesture. For instance, if she compliments your outfit, you could respond with, "Thanks, I appreciate that. You've got a great eye for style too." Sign 6, she's fully engaged in conversation. When someone is fully engaged in a conversation with you, it's a sign that they value your presence. She's not just listening, she's leaning forward, laughing, asking follow-up questions, and hanging on to your words. This level of focus is a strong indicator of interest. Picture this: you're talking to her at a social event, and she puts her phone away, locks eyes with you, and responds to everything you say with genuine interest. She might even touch your arm when she laughs or lean in closer to make the conversation feel more intimate. Match her level of engagement. Be present, listen actively, and show her that you value the interaction just as much. When she shares something, ask thoughtful questions to keep the conversation flowing. Let me take you back to a time when I completely missed all the signs and ended up regretting it. It was a Friday night at a mutual friend's gathering. I was talking to this amazing woman. She was laughing at my jokes, leaning in closer every time I spoke, and even touched my arm a couple of times. But here's the kicker: I overanalyzed everything. Instead of responding to her cues, I convinced myself she was just being polite. As the night went on, she even mentioned, "I don't really have plans tomorrow. I'll probably just be at home." I shrugged it off, thinking, there's no way she's hinting at anything. By the end of the evening, she gave me one last lingering look as she left, and I let her walk away without even asking for her number. The next day, I found out from our mutual friend that she was hoping I'd make a move. That sinking feeling hit me hard, like I had just let a golden opportunity slip through my fingers. That moment changed everything for me. I realized I needed to stop second-guessing myself and start recognizing the signs for what they were: genuine interest. I began studying human behavior and attraction, practicing how to read cues and respond naturally. The difference was night and day. Now, I don't just notice these signs, I know how to act on them with confidence and respect. These 6 signs I've shared with you today aren't just theories. They're lessons I learned the hard way, and they've transformed my relationships and interactions. And they can do the same for you if you let them. Have you ever had a moment like mine, where you missed the signs and regretted it later? Share your story in the comments. It's a judgment-free zone, and we've all been there. Here's a challenge for you. Take one of the 6 signs we've discussed and look for it in your interactions this week. Come back and let us know how it went. All right, let's quickly recap the 6 deadly signs she wants to sleep with you tonight. 1. She creates physical closeness. 2. She holds prolonged eye contact. 3. She playfully teases or flirts. 4. She talks about being alone or available. 5. She compliments you in a meaningful way. 6. She's fully engaged in the conversation. Each of these signs isn't just a random guess, they're rooted in human behavior and connection. When you know how to recognize them and respond with confidence, you'll never have to wonder where you stand again. If this video gave you clarity or helped you feel more confident, do 2 things. First, hit that subscribe button and join thousands of others learning how to level up their interactions. Second, share this video with a friend who might be missing these signs. 2, because why keep all this knowledge to yourself? Remember, confidence is key, but respect is everything. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.